This is a natural dietary supplement extract from tropical sorghum bicolor, researched, refined and confirmed as a powerful antioxidant.
When we talk about HIV, the human immunodeficiency virus attacking the human body, what it does is that it attacks those cells which I normally refer to as the chief security officers of the body. That is the CD4 cells. These CD4 cells, they are some type of cells which we call lymphocytes that play very important roles in the immune system. Now, when we talk about the immune system, we are also talking about the part played by white blood cells in protecting our body. Let me reiterate and sound it very clearly that the human being must stay alive by having sufficient blood. The human being must stay alive by protecting itself from invading factors, be it microorganisms, be it chemical substances that want to come into the human body to reside or, like they said, to take their own share from the human body. So you realize that for you to stay alive, you must have enough blood. And Jobelyn guarantees it. For you to stay alive, you must be able to protect yourselves against invaders. So you must be able to produce what you call pro-inflammation. The general knowledge people have is that inflammation is something bad. No, inflammation in the beginning, pro-inflammation, is a protective mechanism where some cells are mobilized. Like an army, protective army, led by the CD4 cells, the lymphocytes, produced in the human body. They are mobilized to produce and attack these invaders. Now, this is where Jobelyn comes in. There have been researches that have been done to confirm the ability of Jobelyn to start off inflammation. That is the protective part of inflammation. By mobilizing what we call the leukotriene T4 cells, B4 cells. What they do is that they are the cells in the beginning that move to invade and attack those cells that are trying to incubate to go into the human body. So you see, Jobelyn plays a very important part there and starting off inflammation. Now, what else goes wrong during inflammation? That is doing this invasion by these outside forces is that one, these cells produce, let me say, an army starts shooting to ward off the invaders. But when the war finishes, the army must go back to the barracks. Unfortunately, in some cases, the soldiers don't go back to the barracks. They continue shooting, and therefore causing harm around. This is what we call chronic inflammation. For example, kidney failure is a result of incontrollable end-stage inflammation. That is what causes chronic inflammation, and this destroys the kidney. So you also need, apart from starting inflammation, you also need a process whereby you slow down the excess inflammation so that it does not lead to many other things like cancer, like diabetes, mentioning. So Jobelyn has the ability to start inflammation. It also has the ability to stop excessive inflammation. Therefore, when you talk about cancer, cancer is a result of too much of inflammation. Like I've told you, Jobelyn slows down excessive inflammation. Like HIV, when you have HIV, the HIV invades the cells. When it invades the cells, what does it do? It takes over the CD4 cells, incapacitates them, so there's no chief security officer. And therefore, opportunistic germs come in and cause other diseases, and by so doing, unfortunately, we lose the patient. So what does Jobelyn do in this case? It makes the CD4 cells stronger and more resilient for the HIV to invade it. It also creates environment that makes it very, very uncomfortable for the HIV to invade the CD4 cells and therefore protects the CD4 from this unnecessary invasion. So this way, you see, the human environment is protected from the invading HIV. And at the same time, by suppressing too much of inflammation, cancer does not result.
Jobelyn now comes in a new pack.
Live healthy. Live Jobelyn.